What is good, everybody? My name is Kyato. Today we got a very special video. So we already know that the anniversary is on the 23rd for the Legends info, and then the characters will be dropping on the 24th. Very excited. Let me give my predictions for y'all. So, because I know everyone wants to put on their tinfoil hats and all of that. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. I'm very excited. Just make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. I will be covering all the anniversary events. So, throughout history, Legends always had. So, my mic is cut out there, as you guys could hear that little staticky. But I was saying, throughout history, Legends has always had a designated headliner for the part 1. You know, you could go on and on about it. But for me, what I'm thinking is a Synchro Super Gogeta. It is about time they bring the Synchro mechanic back. I think this would be the perfect poster child for the game, and also we have not received an Ultra so far. A second one from Fest 2 Anniversary, or just in 2025 so far, you could say. So I believe this super hype unit will open up options for, less hype ultras that typically would not be, in a part 1. So that's what I got. I believe since they always like to group the units so that you can run them together, this has obviously so many tags that, you could just throw a bunch of units in the celebration and they will align with this Gogeta. What I got for the poster child, Synchro Super Gogeta is very exciting unit, long awaited, as we all know. Movies, Saiyans, Fusion, something like, what is he not on? It'd be easier to list the tags he is not on. And I don't know what I'm yapping on about in this recording because mic obviously cut out. I'm predicting we get an ultra full power Broly. Now, I know this guy is not really the hypest anniversary part 1 character. He would usually not be here, but since we have not gotten a second Ultra, last year we got Ultra Golden Frieza, I'm predicting this Broly. It is also a long-awaited Ultra unit, definitely very deserving. I think this is the only full power Broly from DBS that we have in the game. So that's what I'm predicting. It will obviously go very well with the, the other part 1 Super Gogeta Synchro. So I believe that is a very likely possibility. That's what I'm going for this part 1. They will align with each other. So that's really what I'm predicting for this part 1. Obviously there are other options, such as just a bunch of other hype characters like Synchro Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Something like that, Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. Some people think that will happen, but those are my 2 predictions. That's what I believe will happen in Ultra, full power Broly and Synchro Super Gogeta. Also, why I'm going with the Broly is because I will put up a screenshot right now. The 7th anniversary logo is actually have that green aura, very similar to Broly's coat and aura. So for part 2, I am expecting a Synchro Super Saiyan 2 Kefla here. It's also a long-awaited unit. Will go very well with the part 1 units. A lot of overlapping tags with this one. And Unirip needs the buffs really bad. We have not got one in forever. Although they did buff it crazy that one year. So that is what I'm expecting, long-awaited Unirep buffs. Along with this, they could throw in some random Zenkai like I'll actually get into it later. I'll get into the Zenkais at the end, so make sure to watch until the entire end. And also, you could just throw anyone in here, so I will presume they will drop like some Daima buffs. I'm not looking forward to that. Daima's already insane, but they could drop some revivals from Daima, such as Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku into Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku. And, Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Mini Revival, or just standalone unit for that character. And also, What I'm predicting is a Tag, Orange Piccolo, and Beast Gohan. That would align a lot with the Part 1 movies. And, it's just a high possibility unit until they drop one finally. But I think they could save this for the next celebration. With me, the mic is almost back in the recording. But I was saying, work well with the Part 1 units, as they like to do that a lot. Just drop similar tags. For the 6 handy, we got 3 Fusion Warriors. Now, we normally don't see that, but that's just how they roll, I guess, now. There's a new, it's not a new development team, I shouldn't say that. It's just a new promotion team. No more Toshi, just Tani now. But he's been handling the promotion very well. Super excited for the reveals on the 23rd. But yeah, for Part 2, they could really slot anyone in here. Thinking Unirep and Diamond maybe, but they could do different Unirep characters as well. Let me just throw out a few, Tag, Golden Frieza 17. I'm sure there's also more tags they could do from there. And also a transforming Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. They could do that. I like to say transforming MUI, but I don't think that is a possibility. There's a million transforming units I could do. I'm not too sure. Just the tags I'm thinking: Unirep, Daima, and movies. Could throw in some random Saiyan or something. I don't know. Yeah, Part 2 is just really could be anything, so it's hard to predict. But Part 3, we already know. Here's what I got for Part 3.
Goku's done it, hasn't he? He's finally achieved it.
Yes.
It's astounding. This mortal really is something else. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is Autonomous Ultra Instinct!
Yes, I am predicting a Ultra MUI Goku for the Part 3 finale. This is the only MUI Goku we have in the entire game from 7 years. Wow, bro. And it dropped 3 years ago, and we all know how that aligns. They dropped Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta LF for the 3rd Annie, Ultra for the 6th. Etc., etc. I really believe this is the slot for him. This is the most long-awaited character ever, bro. I swear, this is insane. This is an insanely long-awaited character. I don't believe there's any other option for the Part 3 here. And with this, they always do the after party, so I believe they could just throw in some TOP character after this, some random one. As I mentioned, there's a million they could do. But that's definitely my Part 3 prediction. I forgot to mention these Ultra kits. This is because they changed the entire way the kits are formatted, so they could really put a lot more in here since they're taking out the fluff and just making it a lot simpler and more easy to read. So the Ultra kits, I am very excited for. It's gonna be insane. But yeah, this guy would fit on with all the other characters he's a Saiyan. And Unirep, if they do that Kefla, it will be great. It will be great. Along with this, they could Zenkai, Rev UI, or MUI from 4th Annie. Or what I would be more happy about is just a plot for one of them and a Zenkai for the other. Or they could just do some random Zenkais, I don't know. But just a plat for one of those two. I'm really liking how they just drop the plats and then the Zenkai, because it really just makes it a lot better when they do that. As well, I'm predicting a Zenkai for Revhan somewhere throughout, maybe in first part. Revhan from 3rd Annie, that's a long overdue one. Future Han obviously as well, but Puddle, I don't think it's your time, even though you're so old, it's unreal. And yeah, maybe they could, with this Part 3, they could Zenkai the blue the blue 18 from the Tournament of Power, or that fucking that Vegeta, but nobody wants to see that Vegeta Zenkai. That's not the right one. I think they could Zenkai her to give 17 finally a Zenkai buffer. So that would be very exciting, or they could do this. So Vegeta, I don't even want to pull him up. The 4th Anti-Vegeta. There he is. This guy, I could Zenkai him. You know, we all love this guy, so yeah, that's really my predictions. I kind of just skimmed over it, but you know, time will tell. Time will tell, guys. So yep, make sure to like and subscribe if you are excited for the new updates, the entire user interface overall, and obviously all of these new characters. It's a very exciting time to be a Legends player. With that, stay up, stay legendary. Fuck.